Part of what sets Brawlhalla apart from other fighting games is its unique weapon system. We haven't really seen other platform fighters have characters with one or two weapons that they can pick up and throw in the middle of the match. If you've somehow found this channel and you don't know what Brawlhalla is, well, first of all, congratulations on avoiding years of suffering. But on a serious note, in Brawlhalla there are 13 different weapons: hammer, sword, blasters, lance, spear, guitars, axe, bow, gauntlets, scythe, cannon, orb, and last but also least, greatsword. Every character in Brawlhalla has a combination of 2 of these weapons, so there will be overlap, meaning there will be multiple combinations with the same weapon. So these weapons will have the same movesets. For example, Hattori's sword will work the same way Bodvar's does, except for the signatures of course. Now, as unique as it is, the system isn't perfect. Although having this type of weapon sharing makes balance patches easier, it can also cause more volatile weapon metas. When you nerf a weapon, you're potentially nerfing a big part of the roster, depending on how new the weapon is. Another issue is how similar characters can feel. Since the only attacks that are unique to each character are the signatures, if you have signatures that are similar to each other, you can start to make the whole roster feel less unique. But that's a different topic. We can separate these weapons into 2 categories: heavy and light weapons. Heavy weapons are slow, well, they're supposed to be, meaning there's more risk when you throw out an attack because it can be easily punished. But you get a lot of damage per hit, leading to early knockouts. And then the other side of the spectrum, you have light weapons, which are fast and have lots of opportunities for dodge routes. But of course they don't do as much damage per hit and have a harder time confirming kills. Some string heavy weapons have loops, like the scythe loop, gauntlet half pipe, and the guitar half pipe. Every character in Brawlhalla will have one of the 3 combinations: 2 heavy weapons, 2 light weapons, or 1 of each. Now, which combination is the best? The obvious answer feels like the middle one, but is that really the case? Legends like Caspian, Jiro, and Moonin have weapon combinations that aren't exactly the best for kill confirms since their primaries and secondaries are string heavy weapons, but BMG gave them really good sigs and even went as far as buffing some of them to kill earlier, like Caspian. Pair that up with 9 attack and small Brawlhaven and you'll be KOing in no time. Now what about characters with 2 heavy weapons? Well, I think you know the answer already. Heavy weapons are literally the meta right now, and it's because they don't act like heavy weapons. In my opinion, the only weapon that feels heavy is greatsword. The amount of recovery frames after whiffing an attack makes it easier to punish, but landing a combo is very rewarding. But unfortunately, with the way hammer and axe is right now, they basically give you the quickness of a light weapon while giving you the damage of a heavy one. So there really isn't a reason to play greatsword. And also this exists, and this, and also that. And finally, what about the middle combination? 1 of each. Jack of all trades, but the master of none. Here's what I think. Having 2 of the same type, either light or heavy, is more susceptible to falling in and out of the meta. They'll do really good or really bad, but having 1 of each is kind of the ideal all-around setup. Characters like Bodvar and Brynn, who have their damage building weapon and then their kill confirm weapon, are usually characters that are never at the top of the meta, but they're always a strong pick no matter what. I mean, I don't think there was ever a time Bodvar was ever really a bad character. Maybe in some cases not as strong, but never bad. We can look at some tournament placements to see which characters are usually at the top. You can see that the type of characters that win tournaments always change. For example, Mordex, a double light weapon character that was really popular in the competitive scene before gauntlets and scythe got nerfed. And now you have Taros, dominating the meta with 2 heavy weapons. But throughout these tournaments and balance patch changes, characters with 1 light weapon and 1 heavy weapon are always consistently top 8. But in terms of 2s, this fluctuation is less apparent. The combination of light and heavy weapons works really well in 2s, especially with follow-ups and team combos. I mean, these are just a few examples of winning team combinations from 2020 until now. The only time having double light weapons in 2s was preferred was around when characters like Hattori and Val were more popular. And even then, Bodvar was, and still is today, a really popular choice in 2s. The last point I want to bring up is weapon synergy. No matter what weapon combination you have, whether it's light, heavy, or both, if there's no weapon synergy, then it just won't work. A good example of weapon synergy is Algrim. Axe counters Lance very well, since you can consistently dare above or near below Lance, which is its weak points. So having the ability to swap to a weapon like Axe in that situation is very helpful. Another example is with range. When you have blasters, spacing yourself away from your opponent is key, because the only options you have for close range attacks are N-Light and Downlight, which can leave you in a lot of active frames. There are also some weapon combinations that just don't work well, and it's kind of hard to explain. It's more of a feeling, I guess. For example, Artemis is a really good legend. Both of her weapons are good on their own, and her SIGs are really good. Like if you just looked at her lance by itself, like her lance SIGs are really good, and stuff like that, and you looked at her scythe by itself, but putting them together, it's really weird to play. So even though she's a really good legend, you don't see her a lot in esports. I guess it's mostly because like the people who play lance don't really play scythe and vice versa. But yeah, that's what I think. I guess this video is just a long way of saying if you don't want to play the meta, then just pick a character with a light and heavy weapon. But yeah, that's basically all I wanted to talk about. I can't believe I'm even saying this, but we're less than 500 subs away from 5k. At the end of last year, around November, we were at 1k, and then the Smash video came out, which got us to 2k. But since January, it's been a month and we've gained almost 3,000 subs. That is absolutely crazy. And it's only possible because of you guys, like seriously. Like I did not think that, you know, my channel would grow this fast, but I'm just really happy. And I know whenever I reply to comments, I'm always like, I really appreciate it or something like that. But honestly, like I really do. Making videos is something that like I love doing, I'm really passionate about, and being able to entertain as much people as possible is kind of my goal. So as long as you guys either get a laugh from it or, you know, you found the video interesting, then that makes me happy. I was going to make a milestone video because you know how like when people hit milestones, they make a special video. But I don't even know like what you guys would want to see. Maybe you guys have ideas, or maybe you just want to see like regular videos come out. I don't know, I think I've just been rambling for too long. Anyways, my point is I really appreciate all the support I've been getting recently, and I hope you guys, you know, stick around, I guess. Also, the next video is going to be kind of more, I guess, more fun, laid back, not really documentary style or just like video with facts, but we'll see how that goes. It will definitely be interesting, I'll tell you that much. And the thumbnail's probably going to be pretty cursed. They might know from me talking about it. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comments, and also tell me what your favorite type of weapon to play is. As always, make sure to join the Discord if you want to be notified on updates or when the next stream or video is. Or maybe you want to get roasted for the skin you bought. Follow me on Twitter as well, and if you want to become a member, you can get access to cool emotes, badges, and depending on what tier you get, you can get early access to videos like this. I hope you guys have a good day. Peace.